Welcome to the Pathways to Prosperity podcast, where we explore personal, professional, and financial success stories of top achievers. Let's dive in.
Hello, and welcome to Pathways to Prosperity for Entrepreneurs. Where we celebrate visionaries transforming their passions into impactful ventures. Today, we're thrilled to introduce Adrienne Falcone Godsell, a holistic shelf, wellness advocate, and entrepreneur redefining the way we approach nutrition and self-care. With a focus on personalized wellness and sustainable practices, Adrienne's passion is to bring people back into the kitchen and bring joy into their cooking. I'm sorry. Join us as we dive into Adrienne's inspiring journey, uncover the secrets behind her holistic approach to food, and explore the transformative power of mindful eating in today's fast-paced world. How are you doing today, Adrienne?
I'm great, Terrance. How are you? Thank you so much for having me on Pathways to Prosperity. It's exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Blessing to have you. We appreciate you taking your time out of your busy day. Hey, Adrienne, can you give us a quick snapshot of your business and where you're at right now?
Quick snapshot. Holistic chef. Do meal prep for multiple clients throughout the week. I do cooking classes. I do corporate lunch and learns. And my biggest venture is I'm working on season 2 of my cooking show, Healthy Meals in Minutes, which airs on Red House TV streaming app.
Nice. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more about your TV show? You said you're working on season 2 already, huh?
Yeah, so season 1 was released last June. It's 8 episodes, and in 30 minutes or less, you are going to be cooking an entire meal for 4 with a protein and 2 veggies, no starchy carbs. And that's like no lie, because this is an unedited show going back to reminiscing of Julia Child, where the camera is running and step by step you're being walked through the recipe. So other than my knife skills being maybe faster than yours or peeling a potato or something, you're cleaning as you go. You get the recipe, you get a grocery list, and you're going to have that meal.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've tried a few meal plan things and they swear they're 30 minutes or less or whatever. And then 3 hours later, I'm cleaning up the kitchen. I'm like, I don't want to do this again.
No. And that's what people want is 30 minutes is like the time limit. So you have one pan wonders. And then you do also have those that'll be like a protein and sides. But yes, I literally, when I was talking with my producer, I said, oh, I can do, I forget, I think I was like 16 shows in 8 hours. He's like, there's no way. And I'm like, we settled on the 8. And we recorded all 8 shows between 9 and 5. And that included probably a 45-minute break.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
you know, changing each set and everything. Because people don't have time to cook. They don't,
Yes.
They want to learn how to cook. Eating healthy to me right now means a protein and 2 veggies with no starchy carbs. Let's start there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good place to start. No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we own assisted living homes, and we're always trying to find avenues to feed our clients healthier, from that avenue. So definitely appreciate and understand where you're coming from that side. Unfortunately, a lot of our clients don't want healthier, which they've earned that right at 90 years old. But
Yes.
for us, we definitely are always trying to find healthy ways to do it. Can you, the space that you're in is pretty competitive, I'm imagining. What sets you apart, and maybe what comes easy to you that others find challenging?
Dumbing down recipes to make them practical. So for example, meal prep kits, subscription meal prep kits. I have clients that will call me and say, hey, can you come over and cook all my meal prep kits because they're about to go bad? Because many of those recipes are still complicated, even though they're supposed to not be. And there are ways to eliminate steps from each recipe. And that's what I like to do. And if you have food allergies, then I have ways to make a dairy-free Alfredo with coconut milk. and it doesn't taste like coconut milk, for example. Going back to the whole veggie thing with my recipes, I have 1 1/3 pounds of zucchini in my sheet pan chicken souvlaki. Why? Because instead of being told you need 4 small zucchini and the grocery store has jumbo zucchini, 1 1/3 pounds of zucchini is your 4 servings that you need.
Okay. Okay, nice. If someone listening to us right now wants to get better at cooking in their kitchen, bringing that joy back into it, what's maybe a tip or two that you would recommend for them just to get the ball rolling?
So how to be cooking healthier in your kitchen? Is that the
Yeah,
question? Uh,
just a tip or two that you would recommend. Something easy and simple. As I always say, to get the ball rolling, get people back in their kitchen cooking.
so if you're
To me, a lot of
okay.
times when something's thrown at you, it's so overwhelming, people don't move. So, yeah.
So I think number one, if you're doing meal prep for the week, don't find those grandiose recipes that you think are going to taste good because you will spend a minimum of 2 hours in the kitchen making that one recipe. And if you're trying to make 3 for the week, you're not going to get to it and you're going to be burnt out. So one, find simple recipes. Check out my show. Right.
Yep.
Number two, if you're doing meal prep, the biggest thing that I do when I'm designing menus for my clients for the week is I have 2 recipes that I'm preparing on the stovetop and 2 that are being done in the oven.
Okay.
That way you're not going to burn anything. And
Nice. Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
your tension isn't being taken away. And that's where the whole 2 veggies instead of starch and carbs comes into play. Because if you're making a rice or a quinoa, and I'm not saying that they're not healthy, or an amaranth, there's a really good chance that you're going to burn something on the stove while you're cutting and prepping something, or overboiling your pasta and getting that all mushy, or making your mashed potatoes overcooked and ending up with wallpaper paste. So
Yes.
if you stick to just like a protein and veggies, there's less chance that's going to happen. And the more that you can put in your oven to cook, for example, oven roasted broccoli, 375 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. That's all there is to it. Massage it with your olive oil and seasonings, and it's an easy one to do.
Awesome. So kind of like keep it simple, stupid, right?
Exactly. And what is simple?
Hmm.
That was your question. What is simple if you're just starting out? So those are the things
Yes.
that I
Yep.
would gearing and like digging. That's what I was like, oh yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like to try to cook. Sometimes I cook pretty decently. By no means professional chef, but sometimes get in over my head trying to do, all those fancy things, and I have to slow down and say, yeah, this isn't what you do. Let's do something easier. So I could definitely appreciate that. Um, Adrian, what's one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome in your career?
I had a huge pivot in my personal and professional life when I was T-boned by a car running a red light. And when I came to, I was T-boned on the passenger side. When I came to, I didn't see any injuries on me, and people were on the door. They're like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Nothing's cut, nothing's broken." Only to find out that I did receive a traumatic brain injury. And while I really don't like to own it, right? Because then it's just something that you have for an excuse.
Hmm.
My life definitely changed. My family life, my husband, my marriage, everything changed because I no longer had a mouth filter. I no longer had the same kind of memory. You think on more of a logical level, you don't have that emotional level anymore. But my work changed because I couldn't handle the fast pace of being in a restaurant, of those demands being placed on me, because I would lose my filters so fast. And so I was able to become a personal chef, and that way still I mean, we still have to make a living somehow. And I had great
Hmm.
therapists that helped me learn my boundaries and reinvent Adrienne to, I don't know, 18.0 now. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Again, you have to, like we were talking about, if you're alive, you have to keep growing. Once you
Hmm.
stop growing, you're dead.
Hmm.
And so
Exactly.
we do have to keep reinventing ourselves and finding ways to improve ourselves and to keep on learning. And that's the one thing that's great about Pathways to Prosperity, is that you show so many different angles and
Yes.
ways that something is going to fit someplace. And I
Hmm.
thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and that's the thing that we love is being able to share the different stories to reach different people, and being able to get, that out there, and at the same time to be able to help people like yourself and myself in their businesses, just have things that share your story. It's definitely easier to fall in love with someone when you know their story. So
Mhm.
we appreciate you once again coming on, taking your time out to do this as well. Um, Sounds like things are going well for you in your business right now. Do you have, or do you participate or have any passive income things that you may be doing right now beyond just your
Passive
business?
income. I have two cookbooks. I
Okay.
have The Real Language of Food, Constructive Recipes for a Healthier You, that's available on Amazon. And then my other book, Clean Eating Made Easy, Meals in Minutes, which is definitely more conventional. It does have starchy carbs in it. Um, and that one is 32 meals that have the grocery list with it. And that's
Wow. Okay.
available on my website as well as my masterclass cooking lessons. I have two sets, a paleo and a keto, and you can choose between either of them. And there's 10 recipes for each, and those are available on my website, thefoodwhisperer.info.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
And this isn't one of my questions, but as we're discussing it, just out of curiosity, do you do like in-person cooking classes as well by any chance, or is it all online or?
So the masterclass cooking lessons are actually recorded. So once you purchase
Okay.
them, they're yours forever. I
Okay.
do in-person cooking lessons as well, so that can be done. It's always done in your kitchen with
Okay.
your equipment. Because if I come in with my knives and my pots and pans, how is that serving you?
Yes.
In my head, I really like to meet you where you're at, so that you don't have to think, oh my gosh, I need X, Y, or Z equipment in order to cook the way that you do. No, cook the way that you cook, and let's
Hmm.
just find a way to modify it to the whatever next step you want to be taking. So yes, I,
Absolutely.
I do in person. I also do like dinner parties, and
Oh,
that
okay.
can be done even where I've had uh, clients invite 3 or 4 couples over, and we agree on the recipes that they want to eat ahead of time, and each couple takes a recipe, and so everybody is cooking, and then that brings them together at the end. I wash your pots and pans, I leave, and you have this great dinner party with your friends just to enjoy the
Nice.
rest of your evening with.
Well, that sounds like something that we'll have to definitely try and experience with you. As we're wrapping up our interview, what exciting plans or initiatives do you have in the works for the next 6 to 12 months?
6 to 12 months is getting my healthy meals in minutes really out there, becoming an influencer. I'm focusing on what I can be giving back to the community also.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure. I have a couple things bubbling. I want to make sure before I open my mouth about any of that. Um, Here in the Tampa Bay area, no one has really been putting a cooking show together. So once I learn how to do this, I want to be there to help others, and be
Absolutely.
like, you want to do your show? These are the best ways to do it. Because to me, it shouldn't be a secret,
Hmm.
right? Just like you're sharing your stories, and you're getting all your guests to be sharing how they've gotten to where they are. I want to be doing that too.
Absolutely. Giving back is almost is as enjoyable as doing well. Being able to see
Yes.
other people have success is definitely one of the things that I appreciate and strive to help more people to have. So I definitely appreciate that side of it. You did mention earlier that you are doing, I think you said season 2 of your cooking show too?
I am working on finding sponsors right now for season 2. I have my recipes lined up. I
Awesome.
have, yeah, yeah. So it's just getting that all together.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your time today and for being on our show and sharing some of your insights and tips with us. If people wanted to get in contact or connect with you, how would they do that?
Well, social media on Instagram, I am the Food Whisperer. Same for TikTok. Under Facebook, it's the Food Whisperer. On YouTube, it is the Food
Okay.
Whisperer 813. And if you want my
Okay.
email, hello@thefoodwhisperer.info. And my website is thefoodwhisperer.info.
Awesome. And you had mentioned, I think you said that your cooking show was on Bright House. Is that what you said?
Red House TV.
Oh, Red House. Okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
Red House. So yeah, yeah, no, I
Okay.
mean, great question. RHS TV. It's a streaming app. It's a free streaming app that you can download. If you don't want to download another app, you could just go to rhstv.com. And then I also have my shows on my YouTube channel as well. So either way.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing what you have in the future, and I definitely will be checking out what you already have as well. And once again, we appreciate you coming on and taking your time with us today.
Thank you, Terrance, so much, and thank you for Pathways to Prosperity. You're fabulous, and thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a blessed one.
You too.
Thanks for listening to the Pathways to Prosperity podcast. Got a success story to share? Visit pathwaystoprosperitypodcast.com/guest and apply today.